Hello, everyone, and welcome to our little podcast. We're going to be talking about the usage of peptides in skincare products. So, today we have here Miss, shall I call you Miss?
Yeah.
Miss Yesota Selamutu, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can call me Miss
So,
Yash.
thank you, Miss Yesh. So, Miss Yesh is a senior R&D chemist and currently working in the industry of skincare. Uh, and she will be joining our podcast as our special guest. So, Miss Yesh, is there anything you would like to add on about your job? Maybe how you use peptides in skincare products, maybe in your company?
Okay. All right. So thank you guys for reaching out to me. So maybe I can just touch up a bit. I'm not really a senior R&D chemist at the moment, but I do have experience being a formulator. So I started working 2003, and then I've worked in a lot of formulation background companies, including household product and cosmetic products. So I've produced OEM products with our own formulations. And I'm in something similar field, but I focus more on research now. Okay. So as for the question on your peptides,
Yeah.
I think it's a very interesting topic. A very in topic, I would say. A lot of people are venturing into this. So it is good that you came up with this question sets. So I don't want to be talking too much because I think it should be going both way to keep the audience happy. So I'm going to let you ask me more questions so that I can answer. Fair game? Okay, all right, come on.
All right. So I think before we dive deep into our uh, objective of this podcast today, I would like to introduce our speakers, our interviewers. My name is Alex, and this is.
You can call me Akil.
Yeah, hi, Alex and Akil.
Hi. Okay, so shall we begin with the first question?
Sure, of course.
So, Miss Yash, for the first question, we would like to ask you, what are peptides and how do they benefit the skin?
Okay, peptides are basically, we have amino acids, right? So, and we know that amino acids, they are very easy to be differentiated by even the smallest change in a molecule. So this set of amino acids, so when you combine typically between 2 to 30 or 2 to 50 of these amino acids, we call them peptides. And then when you mix them together in a much larger molecule, so you get your proteins, right? So peptides is basically your broken down proteins, but however, they can serve a slightly different function whereby they can actually do signaling work or enhancement work in skin. They can be some motivator or building block enhancer for polymers such as collagen, elastin, keratin. So those are very important for skincare. So that's our peptides. And these peptides are fragments of large molecules, right? So they need these large molecules, we actually need them to be part of our skin. They're very important part of our skin, our hair, a lot of stuff. So in that sense, peptide is a very crucial component of our skincare it would also extend to hair care actually. So it's very crucial in personal care, I would say rather. And they are able to do signaling work. They can modulate pathways, biochemical pathways, and they can even translate into rapid healings, skin healing properties. And in certain cases, they can even be what you call that? They can repair therapeutic, so they can actually like repairing skin barriers. So they can do a lot of things, provided you put them in the right mixture. Yeah.
So it sounds to me that without these peptides, like I haven't really known the importance of like what is the role of peptides in actually improving our skin. So that's actually really enlightening to hear all those benefits. So is it like safe to say that without these peptides, like most skincare products won't be as good as they are?
I won't say that. I won't say that. Uh, so to say that how they can benefit the skin, right? So okay, looking very directly downstream into peptide skincare. So the benefit first, we target a more youthful skin because we want to have collagen production. So that's one benefit that is very widely spoken about. Second, we want to help improve skin barrier. Okay, so it can actually produce that. And you want to enhance your skin's texture and tone. So your texture becomes more plump, your pores are more refined, and the tone, you are able to reduce hyperpigmentations in certain cases. So when you use the inhibitory types, you are able to reduce hyperpigmentations. And since they are able to be therapeutic, they are in a way capable of reducing inflammations. So they are beneficial in that sense. And a very small group of peptides at the moment are even able to give you the Botox effect, inhibit your muscles from certain level of contractions. So those are some of the benefits. And to say that skincare cannot exist without peptide is definitely not true. Skincare is a very subjective field. It's like an art. So you can blend a lot of stuff. You can create magic. So peptide is a component, and it's a very interesting component, but it's not a can't do without component. Did that answer you?
Yes, Miss. So, can we know what type of peptide are commonly used in skincare products?
Use. Okay. So the first one you have is the signaling peptides. Okay, so basically they signal your in most cases we say fibroblasts. So it will signal to the fibroblasts to make more structural proteins like collagen and so on. And they can even signal the skin to produce hyaluronic acid. Okay, so it can actually do the work of making your skin produce what you want. All right. And you also have another type, which is the neurotransmitter inhibitor. Okay, so this actually muscle movement blocking by blocking neurotransmission. So this is the Botox-like effect I told you about, right? And you also have carrier peptides. So these carrier peptides, they can actually assist to bring trace elements into your skin layer. because we believe that peptides, I think you need, if I'm not mistaken, 500 Dalton, the size that you need to be smaller than, if I'm not mistaken, to penetrate your skin. So since peptides are very small, you can attach trace minerals to them. So that will become your carrier peptide. So you can target to deliver copper or manganese or the element that you want to deliver. So this will go more into delivery systems to target. It can even go into drug and other stuff. So peptide can function as that as well. And you also have enzyme inhibitor peptide. So in this case, it can actually inhibit tyrosinase, which will in fact assist with reducing hyperpigmentations and so on. So they can block certain enzymes. And another category that I've heard of, but I've not really come in contact much, is I think microbial peptide. It can actually kill certain microbes. So that field, I'm not very into it. So these are the very common peptides we see in the market.
So Miss, this is based on my personal experience. Actually, I've been into skincare a lot, and some of them, when I buy it and use it for the first time, in the next morning when I wake
When
up,
you buy? Sorry,
Huh?
your previous sentence, what was it?
when I use it on the night before I go to sleep, before I went to sleep,
Ah,
and when I woke up the next morning, my skin is itchy and it causes redness. So this brings me to the next question: is peptide suitable for all skin types?
the answer for this, from my experience, is subjectively yes. So it's gotta be subjectively yes. So are you wondering what these terms mean? Subjectively yes.
Yes,
So
please.
objective is like multiple choice question, right? A, B, C, right? So in your case, you ask like safe for all skin or not. There's no yes or no. It is yes or no, depending on something else. Okay, so when you take a peptide, you can't take the peptide and just put it as a single solo formulation, right? You need to formulate the product. So you have a sample matrix or the formulation matrix there. So the only thing that you need to be concerned about is not just the peptide, it's the rest of the ingredients in that bottle that you actually bought to put on your face. So a single ingredient doesn't define the entire product. So in certain cases, we do typically say that recommended concentration of a certain product in skincare so that it doesn't oversensitize or so on, right? So in that case, peptides is a very upcoming, it is supposed to be generally very stable. Okay, it's supposed to be very generally stable. It's a biological molecule. So it shouldn't cause any sensitization like what you said, okay? But then again, we are coming up with more and more molecules, okay? So people create these molecules in industry. They want to market it as a product. So sometimes when you want to market it as a product, you might tweak something in the molecule to maybe enhance delivery, or you want to tweak it to be more compatible with something else that you recommend, right? So when the person who formulate the product, they don't follow the supplier's recommendation and they come up with their own cook mix. So you never know the user will benefit or the user will suffer. So this applies to all skincare, not just peptides, but peptides themselves are generally very safe because they're very subtle mechanism of working. It's very subtle. So it is very generally safe, and typically always test on your hand before you apply on your face if you buy something new. Something like a patch test, right? So you put on your hand or a few places on your body, see whether there's reaction. Don't use your face as the test material.
I guess. That was a new knowledge, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's I'm
Chill and ask the question.
actually
Don't worry. Chill.
what?
Chill and ask the question. Don't worry. No need to be too
Nah,
formal.
because I'm actually like I haven't really have any side effects of actually like bad side effects on using skincare products, even though to most people they think that my skin is actually flawless, and they always keep coming to me and asking for skincare routine or whatever, but I actually just use normal face wash. But regarding to what my friend has his experience before, are there any like other side effects, or like positive or maybe negatively, of using peptides as an ingredient in skincare?
I think it kind of overlaps with the previous question, right? So, okay, I'm gonna try it this way. Mm, you're asking me that is there something that I shouldn't mix with peptide? Is it?
I mean, I think the question is more to like, does is really is really peptides actually necessary in skincare, since it does give side effects to certain users, maybe?
I think maybe I have to like change the track a bit. Peptide itself doesn't necessarily give you side effects. It's not the peptides. So peptides are generally very safe molecule. They're very safe molecule. Okay. So it's the when you were initiating the earlier question, so you said that when you apply on your face, sometimes it's red. Why, right? So that the thing I told was actually about the peptide is mixed with other ingredients, right? So you need to check compatibility. The formulator, the person who's producing the product, they have to actually assess that product, that mixture, their formulation. Is it sensitizing anyone? And who are the people at risk? So assuming the product has retinoid. Retinoid is very common, right? So retinoid is sometimes very harsh. It gives very good effects, but not everybody can accept retinoids. So they could mix peptide with retinoids, but doesn't mean the effect is from peptide. It could be from retinoid. Did I put you on the track?
Yeah. I think you have led us back to the right track, because uh, because going into this topic, blind, most people have like um, different opinions or on skincare products, and personally, before Miss Yesh enlightens enlighten us about that it's not actually the peptides, it's actually other what do you say? Ingredients.
Components.
Yes, components in the skincare product that causes for allergic or maybe a bad side effect towards certain skin types, I guess.
Are very, very sensitive. So in cases where skins are super sensitive, you see peptides are not super duper stable in formulations, right? So their stability is something that needs to be worked on if you want to create a marketable product. So they will do tweaking to stabilize the product, and they won't just sell a single in a formulated product that you buy off the racks. It won't be just pure peptide. They will mix it with something else. So apart from the ingredient, assuming you are, let me see, drinking Ribena. Okay, so Ribena is basically a blackcurrant drink. It's a blackcurrant drink. Technically, it should be very safe, correct? It's a blackcurrant drink.
Yes.
But think again, is it really something that you squeeze in your kitchen and you drink? No. It's flavored. It's made to look like blackcurrant color. It is preserved. It is stabilized. Right? There's a lot of things going on at the back. But then again, it's just Ribena. It's very safe. What can go wrong? Correct? Think about it. If one fine day, when they are cleaning the tank or they're doing something, somehow there's a very trace level heavy metal contamination. You might not know the effect immediately, but it will accumulate and show the effect later on. Right? So it's in cosmetics, it's always about the overall picture. The ingredient itself is something that we study a lot. But when you put it into a formulation, it opens a whole new world. So peptides are, yes, they are very good. They are very effective. They are able to deliver a lot of good properties to the skincare. But when you talk about application on your face, it's always as a formulated product. So the formulated product comes with the responsibility of the user to study the product, the ingredient, and like I said, the most basic, apply it on your arm first, see whether you have any reaction to it before you continue applying it.
I see. I think okay. So thank you, Miss Yesh, for actually putting the light into this blind cave of a topic to us and probably to other students watching our podcast. So I think that will be all for today.
That will be all for today. Thank you, Miss Yash.
So thank you, Miss Ash, for joining us.
Before I finish, so I want to maybe share a bit more with you guys in case in the future you come up with more things into peptide world, right? So peptide is, like I said, amino acid, right?
Yes.
So the way you structure the amino acids sequence and what you attach it to. For example, if you attach it with a C16 palmitic chain, how you play with the product. Or if you change the sequence or you want to put double amino or you want to put 5 amino, all of this makes a difference. So in case you guys want to do your final year project in this field, so these are the parameters that you could play with, right? So you could see the differences of dipeptide or pentapeptide, or you could see the effect of combining peptide with niacinamide versus ceramide. You could look into those kind of topics if you want to like further look into it. It's a very, very interesting field. So if you guys are interested, and when you go to a pharmacy and you want to buy any skincare, open up and then see any palmitoyl peptides, pentapeptides. So you can see that actually quite a number of products are using it as one of the ingredient. So maybe without you even knowing it, you are already using it. Right? You never know.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I just want to finish off with this statement so that you have something to think about when you go back.
Yeah. I see. I see. Once
Alright.
again, thank you very much for
Thank
opening
you.
up. Thank you for the tip at the end, and thank you for actually spending your evening with us.
Alright, take care.
All right.
Bye bye.
Wait, miss.
Can we take photo together with all of the teams?
Yeah, sure, of
Okay.
course.
It's just a quick picture to frame this.
Yeah, your hair is nice. Don't worry.
memory.
Baju hijau.
Okay. So ready, miss?
Ready.
1, 2, 3.